We welcome everybody to the Garden State. EA Sports coverage of the NFL finds us at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. This is the scene just before we came on air. This New York crowd fired up by the arrival of their G-men as they burst from the locker room. They're ready to go as the Giants get set to match up with the Washington football team. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. And that one into the end zone for an opening touchback. Before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. First down.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
He's got this to the 30 before being taken down. A big run there, 29 yards and a first. They've done a pretty good job containing him up until this drive, and until that run, there was no containing him at all.
Yeah, you're right about that. He finally popped free. But we didn't have to be in their practice sessions. We didn't have to be in their meeting rooms. They planned for a run like that to happen, maybe a couple of them. But what did they tell their guys all week? You know what they said. Move on to the next play. That one just happened. Let it go.
They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will.
Well, I mean to jump in on you, partner, but they didn't waste any time getting downfield, did they? I mean, a nice big play there.
3 plays, 3 successful plays in plus territory. Now this defense on its heels a bit.
It seems like they had something targeted there, doesn't it? It's like, okay, we've got a matchup we like coming right.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Washington.
To
Steven Sims, his first touchdown on the year. And Washington takes the ball down the field and scores on their opening drive. It's good, and Washington will take a 7-0 lead.
Giants nothing.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And he can't field it cleanly. It's loose. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15.
At their own 16-yard line.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. The first carry for the former Nittany Lion. This is Saquon Barkley. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. First play of the drive going for 14 and also going for a first down.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside. And so many times defenses say, okay, we've got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
Jones on 1st and 10. Here's a screen to Powell. And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up the touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, you know, I mean, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked on in practice. But you have some teams that when they get down, their natural tendency is to aggressively strike back. And let's see if they want to get outside of the game plan we expect and try and be aggressive on their first series.
And boy, this burgundy and gold defense charged up now. They stop him behind the line again. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down. To throw on 3rd down, Jones. He's going to air one out. And that will be incomplete.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
In a fourth down.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. And this is a beauty as that ball's going to angle out at the 6-yard line. The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game, but this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football, because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
Last week, of course, the great performance, over 200 yards. He still wants to be fed.
And they should. That's exactly what you should do. I have not yet met a running back that's run for over 200 yards that says the very next week, hey, let's back things up.
Yeah, I don't need it as much.
No, they want it more and more. They're going to be ready to go because they think that's going to happen naturally now.
On second down, it's Gibson. And he'll take this one only up to about his 13-yard line. 5 yards on first down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on second.
It's a gain of a yard. And it's third down.
From the gun, Haskins on third down. Open man is Sims. He's got it. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. They'll get 34 yards there.
We know play callers can be very creative in this game today, but sometimes when they've got receivers with speed like this, they don't need to design incredibly complex calls. Sometimes it's just get the ball in his hands and let him do his thing. In a sense, less can become more, and it was right there.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. And between the last two plays, they moved it over half the length of the football field.
And the Washington first.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. They're making a real first-quarter statement with a run game, no doubt.
For those who remember old-school football, running it, establishing things, seeing backs find holes, get through them, they've got to like what they're seeing from this unit so far. Right now, they've decided to, as you said, establish the run game, and they've been successful doing it.
And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down. Now Haskins on first down. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. The Washington passing game dialed in now. It's a first down.
At the 6-yard line.
Well, it's almost as if they didn't leave the field after their first drive. They picked right up where they left off. Another good throw there. And this offense, humming here in the early going.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Antonio Gibson, his 4th touchdown on the year. And Washington is able to stretch their lead. Hopkins with the extra point, and it's now 14-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. On the return, here's Hall. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They've been outplayed early, no question. Down 14-0 already as they come up 1st and 10. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
A gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 9.
$14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
14. Giants nothing.
Still 9 yards to go on second down from the 27. From the gun, Jones. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 34. And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line.
They'll take over.
That's now his second interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because he's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands.
2nd and 4 at the 15-yard line.
2nd and 4. Gonna give this time to the tailback. He will push his way down to about the 14. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves him with a 3rd and 3.
It's a gain of 2 yards, and it's 3rd down.
Haskins on 3rd down. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Logan Ryan. And a great return as he's up close to the 40-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
A 1st down run from Barkley, pretty well defended. Give him 3 yards on the play.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
From the 41, Jones. It's complete to Golden Tate. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. Here's Jones from the gun on 3rd down. And Pascal's got it. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. His first catch there, good for 10 yards and a 1st down. And he's taken down inside the 30. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another 1st.
14 more. I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Jones. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. He's at it again, Charles. He had the pick 6 last week. Not a pick 6 here, but an interception.
It's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept a pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. Well, that worked really well last week because he had made it all the way to the end zone. This week, he got the Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but boy, he's playing really well.
They'll run on 1st down. Gibson able to shake free for about 7 up to the 35.
Antonio Gibson, the ball.
But no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Out of the shotgun, Haskins. And he'll find Moreau here. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
First down.
Nice job there of utilizing his big target, and he didn't overthink it. Understands the catch radius, understands that he knows how to use his body to keep defenders away from the ball, and puts it right out there for the nice pickup.
The throw over the middle, taken in. Taking it right down Broadway. Touchdown, Washington. Gabriel Davis with touchdown number 7 on the year. And Washington able to stretch that lead out even further. Extra point good by Hopkins. And that makes the score 21-0. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And this will not be fielded. It's a touchback and comes out to the 25.
25-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
Now Jones to throw again. Finding Sterling Shepard for his first catch. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
Yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. From the gun, Jones. A good throw here, finding Pascal. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 10 more there and another first down.
4 yards.
And I don't think there's any question that this offense is going to need to hit on a few more plays like this. It's been a difficult first half for them, to say the least. And I do believe if they want to get back in this game, they need to start right now. It's kind of like making adjustments. If you try and wait until the half, it's probably too late. They need to get going right here.
Jones now throwing on first down. Oh, Jones has just thrown his 3rd interception. Picked off at the 24. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
2nd and 6 at the 28-yard line.
Coming up on a 2nd and 6. Haskins will throw. And he'll get this to Antonio Gibson complete. He finds an opening past the 40. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. 16 yards, a first down.
A gain of
Let's just call it what it is. This has been a flat-out struggle for this defense all game long. They've really had a hard time slowing them down. And while I'm not big on speeches and guys jumping up and down, they might need their team leader on defense to get in their face right now and light a fire under these guys. They've got to start playing better assignment football and start getting guys on the ground.
And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. That's good for 21 yards and a first down.
Yeah, another good run there. He's been such a big part of their success here this afternoon. And that last carry, it puts him over 100 yards now for the day.
On first down, it's Haskins. That is caught at the 7. Touchdown, Washington. Terry McLaurin with touchdown number 7 on the year. And Washington going to add on to their lead. And he's got it up and through.
makes this Washington 28. Giants nothing.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And they'll watch this one fall in the end zone, and that'll be a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the half, and see if you can come up with a strategy to play better in the second. But there's also something to challenging your offense right here. You know, hey, guys, you help dig this hole. See if you can get us out of it a little bit before the half runs out. Let's go make some plays.
Here's 2nd and 10. To throw again, Jones. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked by Kendall Fuller. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line.
Over 1st and 10. At the 30.
You're trailing, you're trying to get points late in the half. I absolutely understand that. But remember, it's all about the ball. And without the ball, you can't get those points. They just turned it over.
Now you got to be careful because that deficit can get a little bigger on the other side with that good field position they just took over with. Give them 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. So on 2nd down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. It'll be a 49-yard attempt from the left hash.
Is good.
So we've reached halftime here in what is quickly turning into quite a rout. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach! The Giants set to get the football, and they trail here as we get back underway in the second half. And the third quarter will start with a touchback as that one lands in the end zone. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on 1st down. A 1st down carry for Barkley, pushing forward for 3 up to the 48.
Number 26, safety.
Look, all any running back wants is a little bit of room, a little bit of space in order to maneuver. But he also understands how difficult it is for his offensive line up front. So if they give him any space, he realizes his job to make more out of it than what they give him. Picks up 3 on that carry.
2nd and 6. No, scratch that. 2nd and 7. And they're going jet sweep. Here's Tate. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10.
42-yard line.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Throwing Jones. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, coming into this one, we expected that this offense would have trouble with this defense, and that's exactly the way that this game has gone. Pressure in his face. Coverage downfield has been tight. That led to another incompletion. This defense, they're exactly who we thought they were coming into this one.
Jones back to the air on 2nd down. He's going to look downfield for Barkley. And he will take this all the way up past the 40-yard line. The first half did not go their way, and that's not going to help matters at all. An interception here on the opening drive of the third quarter.
Obviously not what they were striving to accomplish. But you know who's really upset on their team? The defense. Already trailing. They're going to be counted on to try and hold that score at least where it is.
9 yards is the pick up there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
It's a gain of 9.
You know how we get focused at end of the half and into the game situations about how much time's on the board and, you know, what you need to do? Sometimes you don't even have to worry about that. That's just smart football. You know, that kind of a lead, staying in bounds, it burns clock, even in a situation that we're not really focused on it.
He can muster only a yard there, and they'll be left with a 3rd and very short. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
First target, first catch, and a first down.
It's a gain of 20.
And if anyone thinks they're just going to tuck their horns in and pull back off the throttle a little bit, you can forget it. Even with this big third quarter lead, I think this team's going to continue to take their shots downfield, and there's another completion.
And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Tackle made by Marcus Golden. He's having a big game running the football, but that one will hurt the yards per carry a little bit.
Yeah, but the average he's got so far, that's the type of average he wants to take with him to contract negotiations, doesn't he?
Third quarter from MetLife Stadium. Here's a 2nd and 10. And some room to work. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington.
Touchdown.
Antonio Gibson with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Washington offense just continuing to pour it on.
Makes this Washington.
Hopkins with the extra point, and that will extend this big lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. On the return, here's Hall. And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. They keep it with Barkley on 1st down. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. It's a gain of 11 and a Giant 1st down. A couple of very nice carries to start this drive out.
Yeah, 2 first downs. And how about that second one? What a nice run on that particular play. I'm telling you, they're going to start to think that this game is easy if they continue to rip off yardage like this.
And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line.
On the tackle.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
At the 24-yard line.
Here's Adrian Peterson in his 14th NFL season. And not much. Maybe a yard down to the 23.
Kerrigan in on the stop. A 1-yard pickup brings up 3rd and 8.
An extra man in the secondary for Washington on 3rd down. Here's Jones on 3rd down. And now here is another interception. picked up by Fabian Moreau. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Over 1st and 10.
Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offense coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Gibson. And he almost gets this to the 30, taken down about a yard shy. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
Gain of 14. And the Washington first down.
Hey, what's up? Check Mike 54. Mike 54. I'm trying to collect.
On first down, Gibson. He works his way forward for a couple up past the 30.
Antonio Gibson, the ball carrier. He's brought down at the 31. A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. On second down now, it's Gibson. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
It's a gain of...
So the drive takes them into Giants territory now. 1st and 10 at the 43. Here's a handoff out of the gun. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
2nd and 11 at the 44-yard line.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Oh, it's a jet sweep. Here's Davis. He's got a first down and more inside the 30. And finally marked down at the 23. Last play they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards. 3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And able to get about 3 as he's taken down right at the 20.
He was brought
Brandon,
down
I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Keep in mind, if you're thinking of staying on the ground, this is a top 5 rush defense.
Yeah, but I don't think you shy away totally with the run. At least show them the hint of a run before you decide to throw the football.
On 3rd down, Gibson. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. It's a 6-yard pickup. It's still a few chain links short, it appears, with 4th down coming up.
4th down.
So out comes the field goal team now for the 2nd time here today.
Field goal. A 30-yard attempt.
And Hopkins' kick is good. And they're sitting pretty now as the lead grows even further.
Giants,
So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That's fielded on the back line of the end zone. And he returns this to the 22.
The Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And okay, all right, I'm being facetious here, but you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Again, it's Barkley. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 12 yards there and a first down. So a solid run by Saquon Barkley and another 1st and 10 here. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. But despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. 2nd down.
30-yard line.
Boy, how good has this defense been seemingly all game long?
I really think right from the first snap, I think you're really onto something there. In his passing game, it just can't get off the ground. And that play, it wound up losing yardage.
He's brought down at the 31. A gain of
just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. They face a 3rd down now as they try to find a late score. A give to Barkley out of the gun. Shedding the tackler, and it gives him some room. And he's going to get this all the way down to Washington's 24-yard line. 27-yard line.
That's a 27-yard.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a 1st down again. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Now Jones on 1st down. Dancing to his left. And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown. But they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it.
So they will get on the scoreboard here. Give him credit for that. Too little, too late, but no 0.
Point is good.
You're going slow clap on me.
Not very nice, is it?
No, but they haven't been very nice on offense. It's been a struggle. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25.
25-yard line.
And they take a knee.
Haskins on the keeper. A loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 24-yard line.
And they will take a knee here.
Haskins on the keeper.
Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for Washington, their strong start to the year continues as they're up to 5-1. And they'll head back home next week to take on the Dallas Cowboys. Meanwhile, for the Giants, the loss here will move them back to 500 at 3-3. And they'll look to get back in the winning column next week as they head to Philly to face off with the Eagles. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next.